Hi, Ashbourne Young Writers. This is Joe here. Hope you are all doing very well. It's very nice to see you all last Tuesday, or those of you who could join us. And today I've got three new writing prompts for you. I thought it would be worth mentioning, remember with these prompts, that they're just starting points for pieces of work, really. I always suggest, whether you're writing a poem or writing the beginning of a story, remember it's just a starting point that you could take elsewhere. If you're really getting into one of these bits of writings, you might even already have other characters in mind that you could bring into these situations, or maybe use the writing prompt as part of a longer piece of writing. And it'd be fantastic if some of you were thinking about doing that. But having said that, of course, they do hopefully just work on their own for a short bit of writing. And that's what we're going to do again today. So three new prompts today. These could be poems or pieces of prose, I think. And the first one is actually an idea from I work for an organisation called First Story, and this is one of their activities actually that I'm borrowing, because I thought it was quite a nice one. We're all very familiar with our homes at the moment, and this activity is called Coming Home. And the way it works is this: you need to imagine, or maybe even go and actually do this, telling someone at home you're doing it first, of course. But you could go outside your house, or imagine you're going outside your house if you don't want to actually go outside, and come back as if you're arriving home. And I want you to notice 10 things. And they might be 10 things to do with any of the senses. So remember, things that you can see, things that you can hear, things that you can smell, things that you can touch or feel, things that you can taste, maybe, although that could be a tricky one always. And I want you to think about 10 things as you come home that you notice. For example, is it the colour of your front door? Is it something to do with the place where you might put your key as you walk in the door? Maybe it's a particular smell, like the smell of cooking or something that you smell as you come through the front door. And if it is a smell of cooking, what is it? Is it the smell of frying onions? Is it a loaf of bread baking? So 10 details to write down as you're coming home. And once you've got your 10 details, you can turn them into either a bit of descriptive prose, just about that process of arriving home, or maybe you could write it as a poem. I'm going to read you a quick poem by a young writer called Caitlin Leach. And she's a First Story young writer. And she wrote this poem in response to this exercise. It's all about, she's chosen one sense in particular. It's all about what she can hear. It goes like this: I hear Dad sigh the way he did when he scratched his forehead. I hear Willow purr the way she did when she clawed at the carpet on the stairs. I hear the drain swallow water the way it did when the basin was emptied. I hear the plates clap against the table the way they did when Mum put out our tea. I hear Holly thump down the stairs the way she'd growl 2 at a time. I hear Wally growl the way he did when he craved attention. I hear Caden laugh the way he did when his imagination took over. I hear the kettle grumble the way it did when guests came round. I hear the click of a light switch. Silence. So that's Caitlin Leach's poem, based on coming home. But as I say, it doesn't have to be a poem. It could be a short bit of writing. But I hope, whatever you choose to write, you have fun writing about coming home.